Hey, Cajun fans, we're sitting here with defensive tackle Christian Ringo from Mississippi. And Chris came in last year as a true freshman, got a chance to play, earned his way on the rotation. And so we're talking to him today at UL Media Day. Chris, you know, last year was your freshman year. You came in, you kind of like all freshmen, you had to kind of step back and learn everything. Sometimes it wasn't easy, but you know, got a chance to play in a bowl game your first year. You was in the rotation, got some reps. Let's talk a little bit about last year and your freshman season coming in and kind of what it was like to kind of learn all that stuff and be put in that position and then get to a bowl game.
First of all, I want to just thank the coaches for putting me in the position. You know, I just want to thank the older guys who I looked up to help me, you know, get the plays down, make sure I'm doing this and doing that. They just added on to my game.
Now, you know, last year, of course, coming in as a freshman, it's always tough because you behind all the lettermen that are in front of you, you've got to learn and work your way up the ladder to get a shot to play. You know, so you've had to learn your first year in the Coach Edwards, of course. So talk a little bit about like that, having to come in and behind some of these other guys that were here, you know, Chris Tucker and Derek Dean and some of those guys that were here, and learn from them, and then, you know, get yourself to the point to where you were ready to play something.
Well, it was an honor playing behind them guys, because, you know, there was some big time players, and it was just an honor. I got a chance to watch them and see how they play, so I can, you know, realize some techniques and stuff.
Now, you know I talked to Mike Wave and Daniel a little bit. A kid coming in from Mississippi. I know it was, you know, here you are coming to UL. Probably once you committed, I know a lot of people were probably saying to you, man, why are you going down there and playing at UL? You know, they don't win and they don't. But now you get a chance to go, you know, when you go back home and say, hey, you know, I went to a bowl game, I played as a true freshman. You know what I'm saying? Is that kind of feels good to be able to go back and say, hey, you know, people who were questioning why you would come down here and play?
It feels great because a lot of people was telling me why I'm doing it. I don't know nobody down there. But to go back and just show them my ring, it just, now I got other guys coming to me like, hey man, what's the name of your school, man? Talk to the coach for me, see, can I come down there? You know, man, you know what I'm saying? But by me coming down, it felt like home, because I know we had guys from Mississippi University, Alabama, All-Star game to come play with us. So I didn't feel away from home at all. So
now transitioning into your sophomore year, you know, how much easier is it for you now in your second year compared to going back and kind of looking back and what you went through as a freshman over here? I mean, it's not easier per se on a practice field, but what I'm saying is now you've been in the college life, you know, going to class, going to study hall, getting all those things. Now it's a routine for you. So how has it been balancing that with, you know, with you going to your meetings, you know, hitting the football practice, conditioning? I mean, has that come a little bit easier to you now after getting that 1 year under your belt?
Yes, it is. After going off routine, it makes me more mature to help me get where I need to be and stuff. So it's much easier.
Now this year, you guys, you know, I know people were saying, you know, after Hamilton, after Derek Dean and Chris Tucker and Bernard Smith and a lot of those guys were leaving, you know, they're saying, well, man, y'all still gonna be young, you're not gonna be as deep. But you and Hamilton, big country, got a lot of playing time last year, so you guys are ready to go. And so, and when you look out there and you see Carden Hagen, Zemeka, you guys, Hamilton, you know, Darryl Green's back this year, you guys, McCray, y'all got a lot of guys. Chris Prater, who came over from Mississippi with you, y'all got some guys that can play. How do you feel about this group?
I feel, like I said, it's an honor to play with this group. For us, it was an honor to play the last group, but this group is real special because we're young. You know, we know so much because it was Coach Head filled us with the knowledge when we was young. So it's translate over to another year. So it's real good.
Now, you know, how's things? You know, you went for the spring. You had a good spring. How are things going for you right now? You feel that, you know, that you're ready to take that next step, that next level, and you know, be part of that rotation, not just a few reps a game, but be in there a lot.
I'm ready. I think I'm ready. I think the coaches prepared me to be ready. It's a mental thing. Physically we're ready, but if we can just get our mind right,
Now explain to Cajun fans, I mean, what tech you're playing and what really is your job at that tackle.
Technically, I'm a 3 technique. That's an outside shade of the guard. And what I do is I fit up my gap and hold my gap down and make sure nobody gets on my gap because that's my gap. And sometimes I line up in the 4-eye, which is inside eye of the tackle. That's my gap, and the same thing as the other gap.
Now, passing downs, obviously you like that, as much as any defensive lineman. You like to be able to pin your ears back and come on passing downs. So, talk a little bit about that, because on 3rd down, long distance, you're not just going to be covering the gap. Sometimes you're going to come. So, I mean, is that something that a defensive lineman really enjoys? Is just being able to be cut loose and say, hey, go get it?
Every lineman should enjoy pass rushes, especially me. Like, it just, you already know it's 3rd and long, you know it's a pass play, so you just, kick your feet up and get ready to go and just go. Make something happen, hit a quick move, try to make an effort, sack the quarterback.
Get off the snap, get off the ball good, okay? Now, last year, obviously, Coach Husband talked about immediate goals, winning all 6 games at home, winning all your home games, getting your position to play to a bowl, and really you played for a Sun Belt Championship last year. The Sun Belt Championship game was in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Y'all just didn't come out on top. This year you guys get those guys at home, you get FIU, and then you get Western Kentucky at home in front of the home crowd, 30,000 or more at Cajun Field. Talk about a little bit of what your goals are. We know what the goals are of the team. The team not only wants to get back to bowl, but you're looking for 2 rings this year. You're looking for that Sun Belt Championship ring as well. So you talk a little bit about that and how you're focused on those goals this year.
Well, we started saying by Coach Hood, he got a new saying, FTJ, which means finish the job. Like, we was happy, we was excited. I was excited for us to go to the New Orleans Bowl, but we wanted to win the conference, and I wanted to do the same. Because my goals are similar to the team goals, because we have high expectations going into this year.
All right, appreciate it. Talking with Christian Ringo here, another Mississippi native and now UL program defensive lineman going into his sophomore year. Chris, got anything to say to the boys back at home?
I love y'all. Shout out to y'all.
Thanks, we appreciate it, man.